Alrighty, now we're going to look at the other worksheet with parallelograms. And the picture that is given here is pretty tiny, so I'm going to redraw the parallelogram at the bottom so it'll be a little bit easier for us to label this stuff. And she's not going to be perfect. Very much not perfect. Okay, we've got J, K, L, M, and N. We got J, K, L, M, and N. And we're going to label all the stuff that we're given. We've got JM is 35. ML is 21. JL is 49. And NK is 15. KLM, so this angle here is 64 degrees. JKM, this angle is 81 degrees. And MJL, this angle is 25 degrees. I'm going to grab a different color and we're going to start labeling the things that we can find. We're going to start with the sides. So something we know about parallelograms, the opposite sides are congruent. So this side KL is 35. Opposite sides are congruent. Opposite side is congruent, so JK is 21. So we've got our opposite sides all figured out so far. Now we're going to do some inside. I know it doesn't look like it because it's a really terrible drawing, but NK and NM are the same length because our diagonals are bisected. So NK would be the same length as NM. So these are both going to be 15. But I'm not asked about NK. I need the total length MK. So my whole length of MK is going to be 30. This is going to be 15 plus 15. Alright. Now I have this big length here is 49. What is that when I bisect that? So half of 49 is 24.5 and 24.5. So my length NL is 24.5. That gets all of my side lengths taken care of. So we're going to go to angles now. First things we're going to do is knock out our alternate interior angles. I think I might have labeled one of my angles wrong. KLM. Yeah. This whole angle is 64 degrees. So opposite angles in a parallelogram are congruent. So 64 is going to be congruent with whatever I have over here. So I'm going to have 64 equals 25 plus something. So I got to figure out what that something is. So what is 64 minus 25? My brain is not braining this morning. 64 minus 25, this angle is going to be 39 degrees. Is that an angle that we needed? KJL. KJL is one of the angles we needed. KJL is 39 degrees. Let's see what else we need. We need JKL. JKL. That's this whole angle here. So let's see how we can figure that out. So we have 64. This is 64. The angles inside a quadrilateral are 360. I have two of them at 64 degrees. So we got 360 minus 64 minus 64 is 232. These two angles are going to be congruent. So I'm going to divide that 232 by 2. I'm going to get 116. So each of these angles are going to be 116 degrees. So my JKL will be 116 degrees. Next up, we need KLJ. So KLJ is going to be this little one here. So it's part of it's smaller than 64 degrees. So we got to figure out which one of these angles it corresponds with, because it's an alternate interior angle. So it does not go with 39 because that wouldn't be alternate. Our alternate would be on the opposite of the line, so it's going to be 25 degrees. And we're going to label this one as 39 degrees. Last up, we need KMJ. So we need this one here. So this one is part of 116, but we have to figure out what part of 116 is that. So here we have another alternate interior angle situation. 81 is the alternate interior angle that goes here. So we have 116 minus 81. So this is going to be 35 degrees. That gets us all of our angles up there. The first one was a beast compared to the other two, I promise. Question 2, we've got sides first. We've got two opposite sides are parallel. They're also congruent. So we'll say 3x minus 6 equals 2x plus 8. We're going to solve for x. Move the x's to the left side, the numbers to the right side. So when I subtract the 2x, I'm going to end up with x. When I add the 6, I'm going to end up with 14. That's all. That's all I had to do is solve for x there. I'm going to solve for y on the other. I'm going to use another property of parallelograms. Adjacent angles add up to 180 degrees. So these two angles would add up to 180, or these two angles would add up to 180. These are supplementary angles. So I have 4y minus 1 plus 2y minus 5 equals 180. So I'm going to combine like terms first. 6y minus 6 equals 180. Move my 6 over. 6y equals 186. Divide by 6. Gives me 31. I solved. I have x equals 14. Y equals 31. Last one we're going to look at is we're finding the measure of angle C. But in order to do that, we have to do some figuring with angles B and D. So the property I have to use here is knowing that opposite angles in a parallelogram are congruent. So I'm going to have 5x minus 26 equals 4x plus 4. And I got to solve for x. Move the 4x over here by subtraction. So I'm going to have x equals, add 26 to 4, get x equals 30. Now I'm at the point where I need to solve for what one of these two angles is by substituting 30 in. So I'm going to take this 30 to whichever angle I want. 4 times 30, 120 plus 4 would be 124 degrees. And just like we did over here, 180 equals our angle plus 124 degrees. So our angle is going to be 56 degrees. I hope you guys watched, and I hope this helps.